Hello, welcome to My Startup TV. I'm Major Sunil Shetty. Well, today is Kargil Vijay Divas, and to mark this day, we have assembled, soldierpreneurs who have been appearing since morning on our channel for live shows to talk about their experience, to talk about their journey as an entrepreneur, what made them choose entrepreneurship over taking up a job, which is a very common thing that we find among veterans. Now, to share, my next guest is Lieutenant Colonel Rajesh Vij, who's the founder of Kabby, and he was guest last time also on our channel. But today we're going to talk more about his experience as an entrepreneur, as a veteran. How's been the transition? What has been the challenges for him? Colonel Rajesh, welcome to the show.
Morning, sir. Thank you so much. It's nice to be back here and seeing you again, sir. Pleasure's all mine.
And I really appreciate the fact that you're wearing your Kabby T-shirt, which is perfect.
Sir, all your welcome,
Right,
sir.
right. No, no, no. I love this because I believe if a founder of a company does not wear his own brand, his own company branded T-shirt or shirt, then who else would? And just to share with you, I started My Star TV in 2019, and since then, every single day I have worn a T-shirt or a shirt that carries my brand, My Star TV. So yeah,
To get into a uniform dress and all those things, right?
very true. In fact, what I did was so I was tired of wearing the same shirts, the same white shirt every day because it had My Star TV written on or black T-shirts. So I then took all my shirts. I went to a friend of mine who does embroidery. I said, "Sab pe likh de My Star TV." So I can change the colors and I can wear the same. I can wear my brand every single day. So yeah, that's just sharing a little bit of craziness that founders do. So tell me, what is the craziest thing that you have done as a founder?
Sir, the worst thing, or you would say the craziest thing that one kid could have done was leave Forge. You see? You see? Uh, one actually, over a period of time, I am an ex-NDA. Started my career very early in the army. You get so used to the cycle, the routine, the work, everything, the culture there. Once you make a decision to come out, it's a very major decision. Then the second craziest thing is once you step in from a corporate world into the entrepreneurship, you know, it's a big risk taker. पहले तो होता है कि your salary is coming every month on time, you do your work, 6 o'clock, you just logged off and just move on. But then you find that as an entrepreneur, there is no time or routine as such. You know, things keep moving, things keep rolling, calls keep coming, and decision you have to take. you know. So once you get into this thing, it's quite crazy. It's a good world, I would guess. A good change.
I think entrepreneur, to get into entrepreneurship, it is the biggest, craziest thing he can do, isn't it? Coming from a organized way of life, 9 to 5 or 10, whatever timing you want to say, to no timing at all, isn't it?
Absolutely. So it's quite different. It's quite different. That routine gets totally broken. Your body, your mind, your thinking pattern, everything becomes different then. So I guess to become an entrepreneur is also a great thing, especially for people coming from our sectors.
Because somehow we are tuned to, or we are programmed to take up those challenges, or the uncertainty of day to day things that happens to an entrepreneur, because we do that, we have done that well while we are in the uniform, isn't it?
Please, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely. I totally agree with you.
So, for the benefit of our viewers, why don't you tell us something about Kabby?
So Kabby is a smart city solution, intercity solution. It's a platform that has been designed, or rather, I would say, designed and tailor-made, especially for the people to travel between two cities wherein the distance is more, where the requirements of the people are different. You know, so I found that there was a lot of gap when it came to the prevailing major companies who are there in the market. You know, nobody wanted to actually travel with them. People want, or I would say, all our guests, or anybody for that matter, wants a little bit of more human touch to it. They want a more boutique kind of an environment wherein they have got their own choices. Every person has got his own choice. They want those choices to be fulfilled. Now, I found that there was a major uncharted segment which was there where people used to generally be depending on some travel agent. Every traveler person who travels a lot, be it a cop for his work or anything, to different cities. Now he's got somebody fixed out there whom he calls up and says, "Kal subah I am coming. तो मेरे लिए ये वाला गाड़ी लगा देना." That kind of. We never apps and all. So I actually made a way between that. I found that there was a big gap in that. And that is where Kabby was born. This was in June last year, 24. And we've been in the market for a year now. And I'm very honored and very indebted to everybody who's given me a lot of pats on the backs because here the experience was curated as per their requirements, as per the customer's requirements, what he wanted. Like en route, some people want to stop, some don't. Some people want to smoke, some don't. Those kind of things. And then there are a lot of things. But majorly among them are two of them. Firstly is your safety. So women's safety is something which I put at paramount this thing. And secondly, most important, another point is that along with that, the healthcare. So that also I brought in along with this. You know, uh, with Kabby, we have tied up with the PCRs and everybody on the routes, so that anybody misbehaving or not performing as to the mark and is given a complaint to us, we make sure that the person is not there and the proper action is taken. Similarly, for people who are senior citizens are not doing too well while traveling, don't feel well, sometimes feeling breathlessness or something. For them, we've charted out all the multi-speciality hospitals en route, right? And then we divert the vehicle there. The hospitals are pre-informed. The emergency is waiting for them. That you can say the kind of a first aid which he gets in an initial time, when he's not feeling too well. That is, he is taken care of. The vehicle will keep waiting for him and then take him to his destination after that. So these kind of small things we have bought in. And I'm very happy to say that we've had more than 1,000 plus rides, I would say, till now, 1,500 plus rides till now. And we have got a 99% of customer satisfaction rate, right? Uh, of rating of about 4.8 on the Google business page. And, and we are growing. We are tying up with various corporates. We are tying up with various travel agencies, right? And giving them customized experience. So this is what Kabby is all about, sir.
Well, I must say that's not a small thing to it. It takes a lot of work when you say your customer knows or your passenger knows that you have on their route you have hospitals lined up who are tied up to receive in case of an emergency. The drivers are vetted. They know what to do in case of an emergency. When you say that the driver would wait uh, for the passenger in case of an emergency, those are major things because that's what you expect from if I were to travel with somebody from my family. I know they would do that. So it's more like an extension, right? That you are giving them the security of somebody they own carrying them or carrying them from point A to point B, knowing that in case of an emergency, in case something goes wrong, they are there, which is commendable, and it's not a small thing. I would say I would love to have a service like that, especially if my family members are traveling. So is this service currently available to certain areas or between certain cities, or it is pan India?
Kabby with just connecting two cities, that is Delhi to Chandigarh, right? Today in a year, we have grown to about 14 to 15 cities which are interconnected, all of them. Uh, Delhi is the center point, you can say, from where we connect the Uttarakhand, this side, we are connecting Punjab, Agra, Jaipur, and down below we are connecting between Pune and Mumbai also. Needless to say, you are absolutely right, sir. You see, today the world is such that it is changing every day, right? And I'll give you a small example that most of my guests who are there are these young ladies who are working in these corporates, you can say, in Gurgaon, who belong to either Chandigarh side, Mohali, Patiala side, or Dehradun stretch, where they on a Friday would like to come home, right, for the weekend, once a month or something. And these three, four girls, they get together in one sedan, right? And they know that it is very safe and they enjoy the journey. It's a 4 to 5 hour journey, depending on the time and the traffic at that point of time. But and they know mostly that yes, there is somebody who is there who would immediately respond in case of anything. And for our this thing benefit of all, here we've got some every 1.5 hour as per SOP. There is somebody from a guest support center who calls them up and to checks upon their well-being, that if everything is all right. So these girls, they feel very safe, they feel very good. And now, I should not say it, but it seems like we have become guardians of them because they'll give us a call and thank us, and ask about, Uncle, how are you? What are you doing? Sir, what are you doing? And chit chat with us. So we give them a liberty, the leeway to connect their mobiles with the Bluetooth, listen to their kind of music, and enjoy their journey back home. And then later on a Sunday night, take them back for their Monday morning work again.
So, giving a service like that is very personalized, and there is a surety that somebody is going to be tracking them, somebody is going to be overlooking their journey, and that must be really reassuring to the family, their parents. So, with that kind of a service that you rolled out, which is not only giving them that personalized service, but also ensuring that it is more like somebody from their own family driving them from point A to point B. What's your expansion plan? Do you plan to open up other cities in South India, East or West?
So, like I told you, in the last 1 year, we have increased from 2 to 15 cities. Now, our next plan, this second phase, we would be expanding again this year, adding in more cities. And our plan is for in the next 3 years, we'll be connecting 52 cities, which will be interconnected and things will be taken care of in a much better way. Improvements are going on both in technology as well as on the human aspect, the ops team and everything. And we are planning to expand, sir. There is no doubt about it. Will be like I have done it, slow, steady sustainability. That is most important. So I follow a pattern of go take a city, interconnect it, stabilize operations there for some time, then move on to the next city, for which already work is going on from this side. Then only take the next city, ensure that everything is okay, and then move next. Because our major time is spent in vetting the people, the drivers, basically. Our maximum time is spent in that because we're here, apart from the 5 point program, like everybody else does, we go further into vetting a driver down to his police verifications and at times visiting his location where this thing, our ops team visits their location, just sees where they live and everything. And similarly, in case of customers also, we do all the thing. So we make sure that a curated experience is there or a curated ride is there for the customer as per his expectations. Sir.
So what's your
Yes.
business model? Do you onboard just the drivers after vetting and give them cars, or they come with their own vehicle? And then how do you, is it a cost plus model for you, which you charge the passenger, or there is a percentage you take from the driver?
So the thing is that firstly, Kabby is an aggregator. We are providing a smart platform, right? So Going on to the business model, our business model has been very simple till now. That we have taken a small commission, which is approximately about 7 to 10%, right, from the drivers for the rides that we offer them, right? Apart from that, there are a lot of other things which are there. Like for the driver, what we offer. These are the things which we offer, what I told you were to the customer or a guest who comes to us, like we call them in our company. But to a driver, we offer a lot of other add-ons, value-added services. Like for example, if a driver is driving, say from Pune to Mumbai, right, at night, dropping a passenger for an international flight. Now he sees that, oh, my insurance is finishing. So all he has to do is give us a call, and we ensure that his insurance is done online, and a copy of that is sent to him within the next half an hour to 45 minutes on his WhatsApp platform and email. Similarly, if a person is going from, say, one state to another, say from Delhi, he is going towards UP or Uttarakhand, there are state entry taxes which have to be paid. We help our guys to even pay them. You know, so that guy does not have to per se think, oh, my this thing is not done, my permit is not done, or my state entry tax is not done. Anything of those things, we give them, provide them all these value-added services in the package. So that is why the drivers who are sticking on to us are appreciative of the fact that with low commission, we are giving them much more better add-ons, which none of the company is giving them as on date, be it an international company or a national company within the country. Yes, sir.
So you're not just securing a passenger, you're creating checks and balances that provides security or safe travel to passengers. You're also ensuring that the drivers that work for you or the car owners that work for you or work on your platform, they also taken care of in terms of giving them add-ons, which I think is a service that is important when you talk about all of us have traveled on intercity, and we know how these drivers struggle. One is as a passenger, you do have your worries, but you also know that many times most of these drivers are doing back-to-back drives, and they have not. I've had instances where I had to tell the driver, please step aside, I will drive. So taking that kind of providing that kind of support means you're also making it safety safe for the passengers and for the driver. So going forward, yeah.
You're absolutely right, sir. Because today one cannot even only think of one side of the taraju. Here are the guests who want to take a ride, and here are the people who are actually going to be giving the ride. I am just a small interface here. So if that driver is doing back to back without any rest, or if his documents are not proper, or if he's not vetted properly, see a lot of things like they say that a clap does not take place with one hand. You have to use both the hands. It is not only that the driver is always at fault. There are instances when the customer is also at fault, or a person who's riding the car in the car, he may also be at. You had a bad day in office. The wife has not given you good lunch, or anything of that thing. So, matlab, it cannot be that you just take it. But then we take things very seriously. I My rating actually, very this thing to say, fell down by point 1 point on the Google because the customer gave a very strong message on that. So when we checked up, we found that no, the driver was not at fault at all. Driver was not at fault. It was the guest who was at fault. And then we got back to him. Okay, sir, this is not the case to be. You said X, Y, Z, but then it was nothing like that. This was the thing. And fortunately or unfortunately, today with technology and all these drivers also knowing how to use the smartphones and everything, they record what you say. You know, generally, if they have recorded it when they see something is going wrong or something, they put on that record button. So it all came out, which was sent to the guest, and he then later apologized. He says, yes, I was wrong. So he said, I'll take down my what I've written. I said, no, please don't take it down. Let it stay there. Let people know that, okay, we cannot be 100% every time. But yes, since you complained or gave a feedback, it was reacted upon. You know, there was somebody who was seeing, who was investigating, and then giving a feedback back to you that what is right and what is wrong, or where was the anomaly, or who was at fault. That I think was a major big thing, sir.
That's quite refreshing to hear.
You
I
know,
know
at the
this.
scale you are vis-a-vis the other aggregator platforms, I don't want to name them. Now they don't even have a feedback system, right? You can't even call a call center. You can only press a button SOS. So, which is basically
5 stars and 4 stars thing, that kind of a thing. So 5 star, 4 star, if one tries to press 4 stars, there's a pop-up which would come up, and then you got to search all that. It's quite irritating, I would say. You know, that for giving a rating, you need to go into all that, and they'll ask for the reason, and then they'll ask you to type it out, and all the things. Nobody's interested in that. Nobody's interested in that. He's already so irritated and agitated if it is going to be a less rating. So we might as well give a 5 star and get away with it because that guy who's a guest also knows that this car might not be coming to him again tomorrow whenever he orders.
Yeah.
So that thing. But here we take that, that is why we take it that human touch, wherein we request, we ask, each and everything. And earlier we had 1, 2 people working. Now we got a small team who is just involved in this part only, ensuring that the comfortable rides are provided, which are reliable, safe. At the same time, the cabs are clean and hygienic. Very, very important, sir. When you're paying
Very
for
true. I
it, why
agree.
not get what you want?
Very true.
I
I
agree
agree
with
with
you.
you.
You know, clean and safe, hygienic, and clean cars are important, especially when doing intercity. You know, because we are traveling for 4 or 5 hours, and you want to have because that's the place you're going to be for next few hours. So, what's your plan going forward? I mean, are you trying to raise any fund? If yes, what are you looking for?
I would be raising funds. I would be pitching in also. Till now, I have not because I wanted to first make a mark in the market and then go ahead. So today we are very proud that we have got a fleet of more than 4,000 vehicles. We've got more than 2,000 to 3,000 plus customers on our platform who have downloaded our app and are using it regularly. And one thing which I forgot to tell you was that there are a lot of people who, as a senior citizen, are not very happy with the app system. They're not happy with the technology, or they're not very uh, screwed up in that. The fingers are not working with old age, arthritis, or anything. So for that, then we've got a very small this thing called WhatsApp. You just give us a message on WhatsApp. We'll give you a call, take down all your demands, and ensure that the vehicle is there for you. So it is basically a way of my giving back to the senior citizens of our society. That sir, we are there for you. Trust us. Try us. You know
No,
that
that's
kind of a
very
thing.
thoughtful of you. That's very thoughtful of you because
We
we
all
all
have
have
parents
parents
at
at
home, and many of them are not, technology friendly, and for them to do an app becomes quite a challenge. And then now that you have a service which can be done through WhatsApp, which I think most people, even including senior citizens, know how to use it, which is really thoughtful that they could book a ride using WhatsApp, which is great. So before I let you go, Lieutenant Colonel Rajesh, I would like to know what are your thoughts about My Startup TV. We are into a sixth year as a media house, showcasing entrepreneurs like you, startups. Basically, we use all of 6 verticals, which is news portal, web television, uh, OTT, and digital magazine. All of that for showcasing startups and entrepreneurs who are very in the early stage of their journey, which typically the mainstream media misses out on.
Sunil sir, I'll be very, very frank and candid with you. I love you. I love all these things. I don't mix my words, but the moment your this thing comes out, I am the first one who takes out time to go through the whole thing. Because you see, there it is one-to-one coming out. It is not for some specific purpose that a person is giving a podcast or something, you know. It is because the way you have interviewed or carried out those things has been so nice, so extempo in nature, you know. So we love you. In fact, not only me, my whole team who's sitting in the next cabin knows about you and listens to you.
Viewers, in case you want to see such interesting conversation, do join us on our live shows Monday to Saturday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. This was an exclusive episode for Kargil Vijay Divas Soldierpreneur Show. Thank you very much, and thank you, sir. Thank you for joining. Yeah.
On the occasion of Kargil Divas today, I would also like to wish all serving and retired Faujis from all the three services, Army, Navy, and Air Force, for the sacrifice that they have made for us and are making presently also. And for that, Kabby is already giving out heavy discounts. You just need to approach us, right? We are
that,
giving heavy discounts. They are surprise discounts, but they are heavy discounts, and it's all week long.
that's amazing. That's amazing.
I mean, from a veteran to another serving soldier or a veteran. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining us.
To stay informed about the startup ecosystem, subscribe to my Startup TV.